Hello everybody, and welcome to episode 5 in my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. So I have to say a quick thank you again, guys. You're doing an excellent job. I'm clearing well over 1,000 views on each episode, and I think I've just hit over 20,000 views in total for the series across 4 episodes, which is absolutely fantastic. So I really do appreciate the support you guys have been giving me. It helps me continue to do the series, it really does. And the game actually comes out today, so let me know if you guys are going to be picking it up. I imagine some views might taper off because people will actually be just playing the game instead of watching it. But let me know if you're going to be picking it up or any problems or how you find it. I'm now technically allowed to give my impressions of the game, but I've kind of been doing that anyway. Big thanks to Paradox for sending it to me early as well. I've never dealt with them before, but they were very friendly, and I really appreciate that they gave me that opportunity as well. And to be honest, I absolutely love this game, so it's worked out very well for me because I've played like nearly 40 hours of it already, and I actually bought the game before they sent it to me anyway, so I did pay for it. So yeah, so we left off last time with a little question to you guys. So obviously I read the comments of everyone, and you're doing a fantastic job. There's a huge discussion going on in each video, and the last one is well over 100 comments. The comments are actually going up, which is very, very interesting. And the main kind of question was, should we kind of talk to these guys at Fixash, this Fox People planet? So they are really cute, as some people noticed that I mentioned that. But look at them. I mean, come on, look at them. How can you? They look so like intelligent though, the way they wear their little cloaks. I really do love that. So actually, I never looked at their stats. They're resilient. They have the extra guards and health. They're solitary. That's kind of sad. That they suffer a happiness because they like to stay alone. Tundra preference, fanatic materialist, that's kind of similar to us, and xenophobes, so they don't actually like aliens and stuff. Alien slavery tolerance is actually plus 50% for these guys, which is quite interesting. That means they're totally happy with me enslaving other people. So some people made a good point that we won't actually be able to just land on their planet because they are a tundra world, and a tundra world, we're just not very habitable with that kind of world at the moment. Same goes for actually they're not a tundra world, sorry, my bad. What are these? Oh no, they are a tundra world. So the other thing was that the Cope and Jaxi, the people that we recently enslaved over here at Cope Jaxinium, they live on a desert world, and our habitability of that is extremely low. In fact, if we try to put humans on it, it just doesn't work at the moment. We don't have the tech associated with colonizing that kind of planet, and the buff is so low that it's just like a bad idea. Humans just should not be living on this kind of planet. So I said I'd also have a quick mention of trying to figure out how that's going to work in terms of let's swapping these guys around and replacing them. So we are enslaving 3 pops on this planet. Actually, oh no, we're enslaving 5. Pops do very good at when they're enslaved at minerals and food output, but they do very bad at electricity and physics and any kind of science really. So the problem that we're going to face, and it's an interesting one, because obviously the game is quite new and people might maybe not have figured it 100% out right now, is that our happiness is going to go down. So these guys were enslaved. Actually, that's a pretty bad negative. That was my fault. They didn't all have to be enslaved. But they're also not happy that their friends are being enslaved, or their other race. It's minus 16% to other alien slavery. Now, I did a quick test of putting actual humans on this planet to work the electricity, and putting these guys on the other planets to work the kind of mines and stuff. And what ends up happening is once we start integrating them over here, first of all, it costs a lot of influence to do it. It's 50 influence per pop when you move them, both ways. So it becomes quite a lot to manage. So you wouldn't be able to do a full integration straight away. But what ends up happening is these guys stop working. Their happiness goes really far down. So their alien slavery is at minus 8%. When I did the test and moved the pops over to this planet, they went down to minus 50%. In fact, they actually striked and stopped working completely. And then I noticed that that's actually happening right now on Cope and Jaxi as well, or Jaxinium. So they're having separatist strikes right now. The reason for that is because they used to be enslaved, and thus the happiness is quite low. This has caused a bit of a problem because now there's actually a faction dedicated to trying to get independence. So it's the Independent Cope Jaxinium movement, I guess. The Freedom Militia. So they're on 100% strike right now. That means that they're basically just not working, or they're working at a very, very minimalist amount. So you can see that we're down to 1 here, 1. We're getting still the guys that are being enslaved are working just fine. So I discussed it with a friend as well, and we were thinking like, how could you actually benefit from slavery, because it seems quite difficult to manage. And I think the best way to do it is just to double down on having this whole planet be slaves. Now, obviously, they're not going to be putting anything out at all if they're all slaving away at electricity and things like that.
Yeah.
But the idea is that we've unlocked all the tiles here, so we could just completely replace the food, the electricity, replace everything, and just work them as slaves completely. Now, just saying that actually now reminded me that we do still need some food input to increase the population. Otherwise, we'll have starvation. And if starvation occurs, they stop working, obviously, as well. So I'm kind of stumped on this one, guys. Like, I'm not too sure. Having slaves seems like a really big pain in the ass. I don't know why you wouldn't just keep them happy and then they'll just work fine, you know? I'm not sure exactly what the benefits are. Like, it seems like quite a small modifier anyway. Being enslaved gives us 20%. Like, that's cool, 20% on food and minerals, but the problems that come with it seem to vastly outweigh the little bit of extra minerals you're going to get. But we'll keep an eye on them, and I'll try and just slowly turn them into slaves if I think that's the right thing to do. On these new tiles, I'll create more minerals and stuff. I'll keep the ones I have for now, and hopefully they'll get a little bit happier over time. Maybe that previously slaved thing will go away, and they'll be a little bit happier. I can't really do much else with them. I can't really resettle them. They get very unhappy if you do that, and they affect the people around them. So I'm kind of at a loss with this one. To be honest, if they rise up, we'll probably just completely crush them or vassalize them, and the problem will basically go away. Now back to what is it, Delphi? Oh yeah, the planet next to Delphi is called Fixash, and this is where the foxes live. And basically what we can do here is build an observation post, and I think that's the best one to do. In fact, it was kind of an overwhelming majority of you, I think it was like 92% or something, that want us to build an observation post and look at them for a while. It's quite interesting to see that you guys said don't enslave the fox people, or most of you anyway, said don't enslave the fox people, let's just observe them for a while, no more in slavery, blah 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 blah. So it seemed like a lot of people were moving away from slavery quite quickly now that it's kind of not really working and it's causing a bit of problems. But it might also be due to the fact that they're kind of just cute, and it's a little bit harder to enslave them because, you know, we feel a little bit bad. Apart from that, I know that this hasn't been surveyed. We'll get to surveying that in a second, and that's basically it. So I didn't play too much of the other save. I just did a quick test to shuffle these pops around and see what would happen, and that's what happened. So I'm back where we left off anyway, and you haven't missed anything. All right, let's kick into gear. Oh, I think I need to get a new tech. Oh yeah, I just got new tech. That's the only difference. We're getting spaceport level 2, and that's going to allow us to enact a module which gives us faster recruitment and cheaper ships. So that'll take a while to get. Is he actually researching it? I'm not sure if he's actually researching it. Oh, the scientist is busy with a special project right now. But once he's done, then he'll start researching, so that's okay. So yeah, but basically a special project is one that just occurs here. So once he finishes figuring out what's going on over there, that'll be fine. So we've got a lot to start building, and our science ship down here now we can actually survey our own system, which is good. Let's see. Last time also we got this ship. Someone had the great idea that we should name this massive one that we found at the back after the emperor that is currently alive at the time. So currently our emperor is Grand Marshal is Gaius Julius Caesar the 23rd. He's 70. He's quite old, but I'm going to name the ship after him. This particular class. It's called the Dark Wanderer by default, but we'll rename it now. So let's call it. Just call it Gaius. The 23rd. So it's just directly named after him. I like that. It's cool. It's a massive fleet. Next time we get some like big ones as well, if we get any special ones, we'll name them at after the emperor at the time. I think that's kind of a nice one. It's kind of the flagship for that guy. So alien specimen procurement. The director of the Museum of Exobiology on Terra has issued a request for the procurement of several live alien specimens. These creatures are spotted on surveyed habitable worlds, but they're difficult to capture. It'll require the full resources of a science ship for a lengthy period of time. Let's say yes, we'll gather the specimens. This begins the alien specimen procurement eventually.
Situation log updated.
So the only other problems we have right now is we're suffering a bit on the energy side, and I'm guessing that's probably due to the fact. Oh, that's cool. We've actually linked a bit of territory here, and I'm guessing this is probably going to link now in a second too. Oh god, the civil unrest on Oh, it didn't pull in the name properly. On Copenjaxi, I'm sure. Has reached a boiling point, and members of the Jacksinian Freedom Militia have taken to the streets, looting and burning. Reports indicate that a major colony facility has been ruined. Oh shit. So let's get our boys, our transport fleet, quickly over to Copenjaxinium and land them. I don't know if they'll do anything, but it might quell the riots maybe a bit. We seem to have suffered a little bit of damage to the power plant down here. It's going to suffer, our power is going to suffer again. Right, so we'll try and fix that. Do we have unemployment here? No. We're still colonizing that one, Delphi. Let's check out Bologna. Apparently we have unemployment somewhere. This guy is unemployed, but we're actually building, so just give it a chance and he'll get to work. Alright, so we're doing fine, really. System has been surveyed. Let's see what else is going on. So
construction complete.
Construction is complete. We've got a ton of stuff down here we can build. Let's build mining stations. Oh, actually, let's get to building that observation post, I think, first. Because that's what I want to see most. So we'll build the observation post and watch the Fox people. Now, some people were saying like that we could uplift them, and uplifting them means that we're going to give them our technology eventually and bring them into the spacefaring age and see how they do. But apparently there's a lot of problems associated with that. I'm not 100% sure what happens. People were saying if you just wait long enough, they're close enough to the space age that they might just get there themselves. Obviously years are going by, so you have to think like it's not going to take that long for them to figure it out. It couldn't take longer than 100 to 200 years to get from the industrial age to maybe venturing into space. I'm just going to pause it for a sec. We could get an increased border range, which would be good. So we might be able to just quickly reach these planets. Or we could get rid of some volcanoes on the ones we have. That's a tough one. I think clearing the tiles is going to get us more resources, and it's a cheaper one to research, so let's go ahead with that.
System survey complete.
A large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit around this planet, possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. Oh, that's cool. Quintus Flavius in his flagship Socrates ship, checking it out down there. So we do have some stuff to have a look at. Let's see, the Explorator 1 with Julia Nepos. She can go research some debris out there from our last battle. And this area needs to be surveyed in general as well. So let's see where this guy is. He's down here. That's where the anomaly is. Let's see if we can get this anomaly ourselves. Failure 7%. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, and the construction ship. So you might be able to tell, maybe not, but I'm quite tired. It's like midnight when I'm recording this, so this episode's going to go up a bit late. I usually post them at midnight. So apologies for that, but obviously I was in work today and I came home and I was just wrecked, so I had a nap. But I'm not slowing down anyway. I'm going to still try and hit one episode a day for the foreseeable future and get some Warhammer videos again, some Total War videos again, maybe this weekend coming. Okay, what is this guy doing? He's not doing anything, so let's make him do something. Let's tell him just to build all the mining stations he can down here. That'll give us more power. Yeah, our power is settling down now, which is good. Copenjaxinium seems alright, and the Freedom Militia, they've grown a bit. They're up to 8. There are 8 pups within our empire that belong to this faction. So, okay. I don't know what this is, the current faction support. So I'm guessing because they had that little riot, they've reset to 0 maybe? I'm not too sure what's happened there. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Ep.5 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapon blasts, and scans from the Socrates picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science officer Quintus Flavius is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Situation log updated. Let's see what that's after giving us. Oh yeah, I remember that. The giant graveyard. So let's go to this. Is this where he is? Okay, cool. So we've stumbled upon a starship graveyard on the surface of Ep.7, the result of a titanic battle that occurred in close orbit thousands of years ago. A scientific expedition to study these ancient hulks and see if anything can be salvaged has been proposed. Yes, so let's study them. Maybe we'll get some tech out of it. and yeah, it'll further our conquests to our own for our own ships. Now, interestingly, I can actually make my way down here. I'm really thinking about colonizing over around this way as well, because it's all kind of left open. We seem to have gotten star charts with these guys that have explored around the kind of center of the galaxy a little bit, and it seems like all along these spirals there's basically nothing there, unless it just hasn't popped up for me, but I think it would when you can see this kind of stuff. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. There are some stuff. So there are some seemingly habitable colonized planets down this way, but over here there isn't. So and we've got something that we need to get in here. So I'm not sure if we can actually make the jump anywhere. We'll have to figure that out a bit later. So a lot of you guys are saying that I should possibly solidify a kind of alliance with the Beldross Empire and take on the Wakagi interstellar mandate, because they're our rivals, or they've rivaled us at the very least anyway. With the spaceport building hopefully being built soon, that's still taking a while. So he's got 41 days before he's finished doing that. Hopefully then when we get our new spaceport we can then...
System
actually there's another
complete.
thing someone told me, is that if this guy isn't at a spaceport it's going to cost us energy credits, so we should just retire the fleet until it's ready to embark, because it costs a little bit more when it's out and about doing its thing. System survey complete. So we've found some power, some physics, and some society research within the
Construction
Jack's,
complete.
OMOC system, which is pretty good. Just gonna see where else should we go now. We've got something out here we can check on. Septimus, what's his name? That's pretty cool. Which one is he? Oh, he's this one. Septimus Valens. Cool. Cool name.
Debris analyzed.
System surveyed, construction complete, and debris analyzed. Okay. So it's all going smoothly. Again, we're not going to really have too much on our hands probably in this episode. Maybe toward the end we'll start building up, and the issue is, so we want to be able to attack these guys, right? But I don't actually think we have a route to get to them. We're going to just quickly test it with this science ship. We don't have border access. Okay, well that's obvious, but could we get there if we did? That's the question. We need border access with these guys definitely, to maybe come through them. So I think what we'd want to do is get the Canistian Confederacy on our side and help us take down the Wakagi interstellar mandate. And then maybe we can vassalize these guys if they want to do that. Let's see how their relations stack up against each other. So the Canistian Confederacy do like us. So I'm gonna kind of stick with them. Oh, we've got an embassy on their thing. Okay, I must have put one down last episode. The Wakagi, they don't like us at all, but that's fine. They've also got this little gap here. I wonder have they had a rebellion? Because it seems a bit weird. Either that or they're at war with someone and they've lost the military frontier. But it kind of looks to me like they've actually had a rebellion. So we've got too many planets now. We're going to actually have to section some off probably soon and let them just kind of manage themselves. Otherwise we're going to be suffering debuffs over the entire place. Let's have a quick... So we don't have a route. That sucks. How the hell can we ever get there then if we can't? We really need border access. We need that so badly with these guys. So we'll offer them a lot for it maybe. Canistian Confederacy. Let's say, hey, let's offer a trade deal. Let's get some border access going between us guys. Let's just say civilian for now. We just want to walk through. No problems. Jeez, they are not doing that. What about... I could give you some Betharian dust. Do you like that? No. Not really too sure what else we can give them to get them on our side. They didn't really seem to care about having monthly, just like a ton of credits. It's like they're not budging from that. They just absolutely do not want to allow us to go through their area, which is just bullshit, to be honest. Because we're friends. Why don't they let me go through there? It's like I literally need to go through. It's to their benefit as well. If they want to get to our wing of the kind of spiral, they have to allow. This is the only jump point. There's just no other jump point. All right. Let's see. Right, we can just continue anyway, and let's build up a little bit further. I mean, the only other way is to wage war and just forcibly take them out, and that way we have our access to this whole spiral, which is kind of necessary. Because our spiral kind of runs out down here. We don't really have too much when we go down here. Actually, it's a good idea to just start surveying down here. Some people are saying, can you queue up your stuff? You actually can if you hold shift. You can queue up different orders. So, but I can manage it. I think for now we'll just follow it around. It'll be okay. Okay, we get more mining stations. Our spaceport should be done pretty soon. God, this guy's taking ages. Is this special project just like continuing over and over again or something? I'm not too sure. Like he hasn't even started this. I don't know why. Like what is he's just researching the Mount Graveyard now. It's like, okay, 27 days. Like when you finish now, you better get back to work. Getting sick of it. So our fleet has gone back and it's housed, it's being replenished, and we're actually gaining now in the energy credits sector. Let's see, is there any other... Oh wow, there's like loads of stuff for us to research up here once we get up here. More anomalies and things like that. We could actually send our fleet up here again, maybe a little bit... Oh, there's anomalies down here as well. What is this? So the special project's finally being completed by that guy. The team under the science officer Quintus Flavius has finished the expedition of Ep.5 and returned to the Socrates. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analyze the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit. We could do that. Okay, so we've revealed a resource and also got some, so we could build on top of that as well. Let's just pause it and send this guy. I'm gonna just help. Actually, we'll. There's so many research projects to get done. Right, we'll head over there. That'll get us more. We might start thinking about sectioning these guys off now. I'm sure they've been built up very nicely. We don't really have anything to remove. Oh, we do. We've got these guys to remove. That'll just cost a little bit, but I'm going to just remove it now and let them figure it out themselves. I know it's not really kind of important to do that, but I wanted to do it anyway. So we're just about at 100% here. I'm going to head up this way and kind of remove the enemies off these kind of areas, and then hopefully we can maybe colonize it. Maybe. I don't think there's any colonizable planets out there. There is one down here, though. That's interesting. So at Riek 1A, that's a small one. We'll build a colony ship. We're gonna have to wait actually now, because see, that's the problem with me spending all those resources. So while we're waiting, I'm actually just gonna take a quick drink because I'm so thirsty. It's really, really hot here in England. Okay, sorry about that. I'm actually drinking tea. It's not a good idea as well, because it's just like even warmer. We've received a communique from a previously unknown spacefaring empire that called themselves the Imperial Hazar Tribes. They claim to have learned of our existence by listening in on the communications of another empire we're in contact with. Oh wow, they look absolutely badass. They don't even have any eyes. We are the Imperial Hazar Tribes, minions of the wise overlord Dussel. Our aim is to improve ourselves through the use of technology, and whether you agree with these goals or not, we trust you will remain amicable neighbors. We've all much to gain from this encounter. I have thought about this. It would be so cool if you came across a race that had integrated themselves with technology. So like, they don't have to be fully robotic or anything, but like, you know, they could be like, they just have like technology in their like, you know, eyes. Maybe they replace their kind of muscle tissue with like organic tissue that just like repairs itself, and like they don't die, like, or they live very long, things like that. I think that'd be like super cool. We all have much to gain. So, where are they? I don't see them. What? Whoa, shit. I don't see them. Oh, hang on. There they are. So they must have had a rebellion. Let's see what they think of, those guys. Oh, we can't do that, actually. Damn, I keep thinking we could do that. So they are called the Imperial Hazar Tribes. They are a vassal under the Wakagi interstellar mandate. Okay, that's kind of interesting. And the Wakagis look totally different, so they actually took them over. Interesting. They've actually taken them over to such an extent their borders go beyond where they own. That is quite interesting. Oh, look at that. I really want that planet. I want Gatria so badly. So that we can like live out there. Are we researching finally? Yes, Waystport is almost done. 3 months to go. He's actually flying ahead at it now. Fair play to you. I didn't think you were doing a good job, Publius Virilis, but you're doing fine. I've got some unemployment on this planet. So I'm probably just going to section this one off. Where are we now? This is Bellona. The problem is we can't section off our own planet. So maybe I'll have to just do it to these kind of new ones. Which means I won't be in direct control of Jaxiomok. That being said, we could just section one planet and let it take care of itself. I'll tell you what, we'll do Ambor and Sirius. They can take care of themselves, and we'll just kind of fund them. So, we go down to planets, and we go create new sector. Let's click this one, and these star. I don't know really what the star systems do. I guess you're putting all these resources away into this, and they'll decide what to do from there. Barnard star, yeah, sure. And Hanam tier. Okay, so that'll be our sector, and then the rest at the back here is kind of Sol's area. Okay, so that seems fine. So what we can do now with this, we'll call it, well, we kind of need to give this sector a name. We'll probably should use Roman provinces, I'd imagine. But just, well, for now we'll just leave it. But let me know what you think we should call this sector name, and it'll probably grow out. I was kind of thinking like, you know, West Sol or something, like West, something like that, like some Latin name for like the West. I don't know. It could be anything, to be honest. It really doesn't matter. It's just so that I can remember where it is. We actually have hostile aliens out here. Where is this? Oh, all the way down here. Crap. This guy needs to be set to evasive to get out. Actually, no. We'll just set him to passive and get him down this way. There we go. And I've set up a queue so that he'll survey both. Look at that, guys. I'm totally learning the game. Let's head down here and with our fleet and take him down. Might as well mobilize the ships. Lucius Agrippa is probably so old now. He's probably going to die quite soon. But I'll never forget him.
Construction complete.
And the flagship at the back. Frigate Gaius Julius Caesar the 23rd. It's pretty cool. Holy shit. We got other enemies down here as well. Is this the other one? Oh, this is the other one. I'm just gonna survey this system now, get out of there. I don't want to be attacked by this cloud. This like electricity cloud.
Special project complete.
Zulkar swarm secured. The Zulkar are swarming insect analogues unusual both for their large size and the fact that they are lithrovores, feeding off rocks and minerals in the ground. Oh, that's interesting. One of the shuttles belonging to the Cicero sustained serious damage when it inadvertently passed through a large swarm and several Zulkars began to feed on its hull. The construction of the special containment facilities required to hold these creatures has already begun at the Museum of Exobiology on Terra. Now, the Cicero, okay, fine, the ship's okay at least. I was just worried about the ship, I didn't want to lose it. Sometimes that happens where you just lose it, it's a bit unfair. Let's see, what else are we not researching right now? We can't research this, it's probably not skilled enough. So we could head up here maybe and maybe we can research one of these? Yeah. Alright, we can build a colony ship now, so we'll colonize another planet. And then pretty soon that spaceport's going to be done. We'll build a new spaceport and our fleet should be a little bit better because of that. Let's speed the time actually. We should be playing a little bit faster I suppose to get things moving. Oh, look at that!
Research complete.
Fucking Canistian Confederacy are actually after taking Gatria. They must live on similar planets to me. So they're gonna start growing up now as well. Sorry, I just had to take another drink. I'll be finished it in a moment. Right. So even with that colony ship being built, oh look at this, we haven't actually surveyed this area. So we'll have to survey that next after whenever someone's finished. If that's another one we can colonize, that would be great. I guess we could go into the Sol system. People want me to go into the Sol system, so I suppose I should. We're after getting our spaceport as well, actually, which is pretty cool. We could get spaceport level 3 straight away. I think so. So we can get destroyers. Yes. Yes, please. We'll do that. It'll take a while to even get one of those, though. So, our construction ship down here, is there anything left to build? There is some more research stations you can be building. And where is this ship? At Yultup. So this construction ship can be building mining stations. Excuse me. At Jaxiomok.
Special project
Snerians
complete.
secured. Snerians are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts on Socrates. On Socrates. That's not right. Snerians are large burrowing creatures that live beneath the dunes of the vast equatorial deserts on Socrates. Socrates must have been the one that found this, so there's a bit of a fuck up there, I think. When these predators sense movement in the sand above, they immediately raise dozens of tail spikes from their backs in the hope of impaling something edible. That's pretty cool. I'd love to be writing this stuff. You can actually go into the text files and write your own ones, which is quite cool. Finding a suitable specimen proved difficult at first until hundreds of tracked remote-controlled drones were dispatched across the desert in random directions. This led to the discovery and procurement of unusually large specimen that had grown more than 100 spikes on its back. Whoa. So we just got a buff to society research there. Oh crap, there's enemy fleets all over this place. Let's get down here quick before we get attacked. The Explorator 2 is down here. We need to research this system because it possibly has a habitable world. Where was the other habitable world? Down here. So yeah, we could get like 2 more colony ships and just start colonizing quickly. So in the Empire screen, so this is the sector that I've actually got. We should assign them a leader. Let's see who's good at this. Slave mineral output and slave food output. We'll save that guy for Jaxi Omok. Yeah, we'll probably get a new sector quite soon down here, and hopefully this guy will still be alive. Yeah, he's only 28. He'll be alive. He'll be around. Spaceport module cost. She'd be a good governor for our spaceport. But this is probably... Oh, crap. I don't know now. Which one should we get? Well, probably this one. Yeah. Sure. Why not? No. Oh, it's too late. Okay, so what we can do then is say, give me pretty much everything you got. 75%. And they'll keep 25% and use that to build. Or we can lower it down and be like, oh, it's okay. Like, you can literally see up here the value changing as I increase it. So it's not going to give us that much. So I'm going to say, actually, you can just keep what you, like most of your stuff, you can keep 75%. I'm going to give you some energy credits to spend, and I'm going to give you that little bit of mineral input. And they'll spend that, the AI will spend that as best as it can, and then build up, and hopefully, actually, it's built up in the, oops. It's heading for an industrial focus at the moment, which I suppose is what we'd probably want. Yeah, because we're not actually generating any power in this place, in these 2 planets, so that kind of sucks.
Construction complete.
Let's see where our military fleet is. So it actually hasn't taken these guys out. I should have set them to aggressive, and they should take them out. We don't really need to watch it. We know what it looks like. Let's watch it.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Get some
Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation
Awesome.
log
Okay,
updated.
so we'll just keep sending these guys kind of around, and they'll clear off these. There's no colonizable planet. Oh, there might be actually here. If that's a colonizable planet, it's a godsend because
Anomaly found.
now that's a godsend because then we can
Incoming transmission.
Jesus
Research
Christ,
complete.
guy, let me talk. Actually, you can turn off his voice, actually, but we'll leave it for now. It's fine. He's a good reminder. Anyway, so if there's a planet down here, it's obviously going to be very good because that will allow us to connect our territories, hopefully. Otherwise, we'll have to build like frontier outposts. That's expensive. Timed project, hostile fleet, a new anomaly. Yeah, I didn't read this one. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization in the vicinity of this gas giant. We'll leave it for now. The Canistian Confederacy want to exchange star charts. Sure. Let's see what that's after giving us.
Construction complete.
I mean, we should be able to see these. Yeah, they've researched all this stuff, which is good. But I don't know if we needed to do that. Okay, and then we've got construction finished, technology research. So we've got planet fortification toughness. So we can actually now put deflectors on our ships, improved deflectors. We've got a new research. So a lythuric gas refinery. That'll reveal a new strategic resource. That might be an interesting one to get. Yeah, let's go for that. Might be able to build something interesting if we find it. And on Terra Nova, we've got a new colony ship. It's on its way. Let's get the spaceport upgrade now. Actually, no, let's just get the other colony ship. So we'll double down on growth and hopefully we don't get attacked. So this guy can head down to Riak. And we'll colonize this planet down here. Right about there. So that'll be good. That'll spread our empire, and then hopefully when this is researched, we've got some alien vessels in this place, but they're actually friendly.
Hostile fleet engaged. Special project complete.
Tassargoid secured. The Tassargoid is an extremely lethal predator that stalks the dense jungles of Cicero. Yeah, I don't know why that's not reading in the planet properly. It should be reading the planet Cicero is over. Anyway, paralyzing its prey with electric shocks before sucking the brains out with its tube-like mouth. Unfortunately, 3 of the crew members for the Cicero were lost to these creatures before a specimen could be secured. The Museum of Exobiology on Terra will rename one of its wings after these brave officers to honor their sacrifice. That's cool. I hope Cicero's ship is like okay there. I've slowed down time. Leader has died. Scientist Marcus Metellius has died at the age of 87. It's sad. So I'll take a moment to remember. I forgot his name.
Situation log updated. Research complete.
Alright, let's get a new scientist in. Someone with good research speed. Oh, I forgot to rename that other person, didn't I? I'll have to consult the list. Just 1 second. I have a list written down here. These are the ones I've used already. Okay, we're gonna go with Manius Tibulus. Manius Tibulus. Cool. I think we had a governor. We put a governor down somewhere, didn't we? That doesn't have a renamed name yet. Let's get rid of let's go for the tile blockers because we're colonizing a lot, so it'd be good to be able to clear these tiles eventually. I think it was the governor for this area down here, so yeah, we need to. I'm not sure how to. There we go. We can grab her name here. All right, let's rename this girl as well. Pomponia Bellicus. There we go. Sorry about that. I usually try to get the names done before the episode or after the episode.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Let's look at all these like little alien stations. It's interesting. No big deal though. They're quite weak. We can take them down. Construction ship. We are starting to pull in a decent amount of minerals now. I'm a little bit worried about the power is kind of low, but we don't have actually that much minerals. We'll have to wait a little bit before we can build more. This science ship is up here, and there's no real
situation log.
Not much
updated.
more we can do with our science ship over there. Is there any? Oh yeah, there's something to research down here. Okay. Situation log updated. It's just a bunch of debris down south actually now that we can grab, so we can keep grabbing that, keep getting extra research. And our ship is still growing. Our colony ship's about to make it actually. It's heading quite slowly. Speed time up. This would be good. So React, we're going to own that as well. So we're having pretty nice expansion. I wonder, can we... is there a jump? You know, is there a jump anywhere here? Probably not. They seem like quite big rifts of space. I'm surprised that we can even go from Sol to Wegmore. It seems like a bit of a stretch, to be honest. I don't know if we get better warp engines or something. Does that allow us to go further? Possibly. I'll have to look into that. This ship isn't doing anything now. What is wrong with down here? There's hostile intel. Okay, let's just head up there. We can kill these guys as well. Our ships are doing fine, 96.6%. Holy shit. Okay. This is actually a little bit more of a worry, and they're... Not just that, but they're all actually moving towards me. We would not be able to take these guys out as it currently stands. So let's quickly bounce. Oh, cool. Our borders are expanding. There we go. We got out of there. That's a big threat that I guess we have to take out. At least they don't travel anywhere, but they're big enough that we're going to have to be concerned with building up our fleet to take them down if we want to ever explore what's going on in there. Don't think I saw habitable worlds now, so it's not a priority, I suppose, so it's okay. We need to survey this area. Oh yeah, our ships still haven't gone down there, so let's kill the alien vessels down this way, and then hopefully there's a planet we can survey down there. Survey this system, please. Okay, colony is being established. Quite nice.
System survey complete. Anomaly found. Hostile fleet engaged.
Where's our... Oh, there it is. It's called the Aurora right now. So we'll rename this planet. We'll call this Diana. That is the goddess of the hunt, according to my Roman mythology.
Construction
Nordak.
complete.
Ah, damn it, it's not colonizable, which sucks. We could research this though, at least. Alright, so building up quite slowly. Wow, actually we've got
Special project complete.
ocean beneath the ice. Something else. So deep scans of Nordak 9A have revealed a large ocean heated by hydrothermal vents beneath the ice mantle covering the surface. Science officer Quintus Flavius dispatched probes from the Socrates that drilled through the 7 miles thick of ice and found the water below teeming with life. We'll need more resources to conduct a thorough study of the many unique life forms inhabiting this ocean. We found another specimen of some sort. Rodent-like creatures known as the Orinthi are native to this planet beneath Cicero, where their habitat extends across most of those diverse climatic regions. Come on, guys. This whole event chain was written by someone who didn't quite QA it properly. They breed at an extremely rapid rate and seem to have a particular fondness for chewing on electric cables. Procuring specimens was not a problem. In fact, after the initial creatures were collected, more of them made their way onto the Cicero by hitching rides on the science ship's orbital shuttles. Exactly why the Museum of Exobiology requested Orinthi specimens remains a mystery. Okay.
Situation log updated.
Just 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. Just have to read something. We've just got a few minutes left before the end of this episode. I know it's a bit of a slower episode. I hope these ones are okay for you guys. I don't know if I should be cutting this kind of boring stuff out of this Empire Management, but hopefully you guys enjoy it. I don't really know. Let me know anyway. So we've got another colony ship, the Vigilance. I might have fucked up, didn't I? I built this without knowing if we'd have another planet or not to colonize. I built it kind of ahead of time, thinking that we just would. Just kind of gambling on that. I mean, eventually we will need it at some point, right? So it's not a total waste, but... yeah, let's get our science ships immediately down here to explore and survey the system. At least these planets are being built up quite nicely, that's good. Let's see, surface. There's nothing really we can do with Delphi, Cupjaxinium. Let's see if these guys are any happier. The happiness is going up, that's good. I guess they're not angry at being slaves anymore. And alien slavery's gone down to 15%, so I guess if you can just deal with it at first, you're okay. Oh, and we've built our observation post above the Fox people. So I don't know what that allows us to do, to be honest. Passive observation, aggressive observation, covert infiltration. So agents are genetically modified to appear as members of the native population and sent to infiltrate their society. They will gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation by us. This complex operation is only worthwhile on industrial civilizations. They are industrial already, so that's good, I think. We cannot do technological enlightenment yet, but this means...
System survey
Time has been
complete.
flying by. I
Anomaly
thought it was
found.
paused. My bad. Let's leave that for now. We'll read it in a moment. Technological enlightenment. An effort is made... Let's zoom in on them. Have a little view. I like having a nice framing, you know? I'm a video editor after all. So, an effort is made to rapidly elevate this native civilization to the space age. The time this takes is dependent on their current level of technology. Okay? So we need the policy native enlightenment allowed. We could just make that policy, maybe. Let's check our policies. Native influence. Oh, native enlightenment. Prohibited or allowed. So we could do that. We could totally do that if you want. So we'll probably put a vote. This will be the real hardcore people, the people that stayed to the end, on what we do with the Fox people. So we could keep passively observing them, which gives us a monthly gain of 3 society. Aggressive observation, which will give us a monthly gain of 6 society, but that means that the natives are aggressively studied and live specimens are frequently collected to learn as much as possible about their biology and culture. So that's like proper alien probing shit. Technological enlightenment will give them technology and they will become a spacefaring nation themselves, which is a bit interesting. This isn't the same as being uplifted. I'm not sure what that means, the uplifted thing compared to this. This seems okay. I mean, this will bring them to the space age, but they might be independent, I guess. And then there's covert infiltration, which means that if we infiltrate them over time, eventually they will gradually replace world leaders and prepare the planet for annexation by us. So that's a very interesting one, but that actually costs us power in society. Quite a bit as well. 5 society and 5 power. That's a lot. So I want you guys to let me know what we're gonna do with the Fox people. I'm not gonna say which one I prefer. So yeah, so based on how that goes, I know some people were saying we should be able to vassalize them later. Like, if we just give them independence and enlighten them, maybe they will come up and we can just vassalize them. I'm sure they'll never be like they won't just suddenly be powerful. So we don't have anything to worry about. So that's an interesting one. Let me know. That's a really big one. So that's the Senate vote for this episode, I think. Unless we have a war or something to think about soon. Are we surveying this yet? Survey immediately. Right. 900 minerals. Right, we got lots of minerals. Let's get building. It's a shame I can't just like say, hey, just build everywhere you can build. I want to build everything. Holy shit, there's 12 minerals in this place. We're kind of low on power though, more than anything. 12 minerals, that's 450 minerals just to build it. And then we're already here, so we can build research stations. We're gonna need more power though. Power is like what we're lacking.
Special project complete.
Although we are lacking power because of these different colonies.
Colony
This one just got established
established.
now, so our power's just shot up. Let's slow down time a bit. I think fastest is too fast, but fast is pretty good. System surveyed, anomaly, blah 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 blah. We'll research the anomalies, don't you worry. It's just gonna take time. He can get this one right now, actually, while he's there. Colony. This colony ship is down here, sitting down here, hoping that the system in panel 3, this one over here, we need to just survey this like right now. Let's just survey it right now. I can't wait. Thank you. I'm really hoping that this is a colonizable planet, because otherwise we just don't really have anywhere to go down south. Check this quickly, cheat and have a look at it. It's an ocean world, damn it. We need continental. They're both ocean worlds.
Research complete.
Let's have a look then, see what kind of planets we're dealing with a lot. A Yut satellite, yay, the Yut, I love this story. A Yut satellite was placed in orbit around Ep.5 to commemorate the moment of first contact between their empire and the Jabardini, a contemporary civilization. This event occurred right here in the Nordak system and had a profound impact on all levels of Yut society. For over 1 million years they had thought themselves alone in the galaxy, and the Yut reached with both awe and horror upon the discovery of sentient alien life. The Socrates has recovered the satellite, which now awaits a full analysis. That is remarkable.
Situation log
We can see
updated.
an ancient satellite. Oops. Can we? Where is it? Oh, it's just part of the. It's part of the chain. All right. Anyone else for us to kill? Probably up here. It's quite a while away. So let's actually head back to the spaceport and replenish, and then we can go attack again. New science, new research. I was hoping for a colonizable planet. We can increase our border range still though. Slave army. What is this? Slave soldiers who serve their masters on the battlefield. Most are conscripted by force, but many slaves volunteer in a desperate attempt to increase their food rations or escape from grueling labor. Neural implants. Holy shit. That's like, we're proper dystopian society doing that kind of thing. I don't know, do we build that? It's kind of crazy. I want to just increase our borders for now anyway, and we can look at that later, but that's an interesting one, like really harnessing the slaves. This planet is now doing quite well for itself, actually. We could start upgrading them. I didn't want to upgrade anything down here because, well, they're slaves. But we could upgrade the power now. And that will hopefully, I guess, give us more power. Okay, don't want to do any more. We want to just bring our science ship around, research more stuff. Colony ship sat down here. It's got nowhere to colonize. It's costing us electricity every turn as well, or every month. Alright, still resuming time. We're gonna have to wrap the episode up pretty soon. We're running a bit over again. Just trying to see. So yeah, I'm really interested to see what we're gonna do with the Fox people. But our Roman Empire is coming along quite nicely. Look how big it is now. It's getting actually quite big compared to the other two. The Beldros, I think, are still pretty cool with me. Yep, we're best buds. Canistians
System survey complete.
like us as well. And the Wakagi Interstellar Mandate do not. They are the overlord. We could say that we're gonna, that would be a just war, wouldn't it? We could wage war with the Wakagi Interstellar Mandate next turn, or next video, and also set our war goals as liberating the Imperial Hazar tribes. In fact, I'm gonna establish an embassy on these guys. So they're up here, and we could try and like liberate them at a just war. Like, we don't like seeing any other nation put down another nation. How dare you? That isn't justice. The problem with this is, even if we do wage war, we can never actually get to them without going through the Canistians first. So I don't know how we can just demand it that we need. Like, we need this. You know, we need border access. We need it. So it's like military access and civilian access. Actually, let's just say military and just see what happens. I'll be like, look, dudes, non-aggression, not gonna attack you, don't worry about it, alright? I guarantee you your independence. What else can I give you? A research agreement? I'm not gonna give you that. Tharian dust? Monthly transfer? Can't even afford that. Still nothing? What's wrong with you people? It's like I've just told myself that I will bankrupt myself for you. And you're just like, no. No, 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 no. Your willingness to trade is based off of 90% due to erudite explorer's personality. So I don't know what that means, but they're just not they're not having it. Civilian access though. All that shit. So guaranteeing independence, non-aggression, and a research agreement, and my Pytharian dust. Okay, without that even. What about this? Oh, okay. So what does a research agreement even do? It gives the other party 25% research for 10 years. That's quite a lot, just so I can like bring my ships through theirs. But that's not even my military fleet. That's just civilian. So even if we waged a war, it's like, what do we do? I don't know. It's a tough one to overcome. It would have been fine if I got that a while ago and quickly colonized that planet. That's what I should have done. Actually, no, it wouldn't have made a difference, because this is the key. That's the key. The only way to getting across is to literally just wage a war and be like, sorry guys, like I need this planet, like I need it. And then just like leave the war alone after that's done, which, you know, we could do that. I wonder if actually colonizing this area out here will enable us to travel a bit further, maybe? Possibly. And I'm sure with some techs we can then upgrade our science ships to actually maybe go a bit further. The warp drive is still at warp drive 1. I know you can get better ones. So we'll have to see about that. Hopefully then we can just like hop from here to here or something like that, and that'll be fine. Okay, science ship's down here, it's doing a thing. I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope that's alright. I'm kind of new to this whole Let's Play thing. I don't know if this is interesting or not. Hopefully it is. Some of you guys are saying like Paradox games are slow in nature, and it's just interesting to see the decisions being made. I get that, but I'm a Total War player at heart. I always think like you need the battle, you know, you need the battle to keep people interested, and I don't know, but hopefully you guys are finding it okay, and let me know for any kind of improvements you can think of, if any, and I'll try to incorporate them. So that's going to be it, I guess, for the next episode. Remember what we need to think about what we're doing for the Fox people. Let me know. We'll decide that in the next one. And then what else are we thinking about? So we're pretty close to like, we're kind of almost taking over everything now, right? So we can't actually habitat any of these planets. So next of all, we're going to have to start looking at who we're going to expand into. The Beldros Empire are pretty cool. I don't want to really attack them. They're totally fine. These guys, we have a slight casus belli, I guess, if you twist it a bit, to liberate the Imperial Hazar tribes. A just war, I would call it. So we have a reason for going to war with them in a way. And they called us a rival, so how dare they? So yeah, so that's kind of the situation we're in. It's a cool game. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys have picked it up. And let me know what you think of it if you have. I'm really enjoying it. I'm thinking of live streaming every Friday a multiplayer game. I think some of the other Total War YouTubers asked me to play. If that offer still stands with them, I will join them on Fridays and probably play on Twitch in a multiplayer campaign, which could be really cool. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, if you can possibly send this video to someone or share it somewhere, it totally helps. Like, you might think like, oh, I don't really have many followers on Twitter, or I don't really post on Reddit or anything like that, or on forums in general, but if you just tell a couple people like, hey, like, I like this Let's Play, it's an interesting campaign, it's the Roman Empire and there's fox people, you know, you never know, people might actually listen and give it a go, or at least try it out, and that can help the views go up, which can help it appear in recommended, and then other people try it. So you'd be surprised, you know, when you think like you're just one guy, but there's actually 1,000 of you all the time. You have a huge amount of power to make or break the series essentially and continue it or not. So that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.